Well, today we will deliver third lecture on Fourier series. In first two lectures, we have defined what is Fourier series, what are Euler's formulae, how can we derive Euler's formulae, and during derivation we suppose that f(x) is continuous. Then we know most of the single valued functions can be developed as a Fourier series, but most of the single valued function, not every function can be developed as a Fourier series, but most of the single valued function can be developed as a Fourier series. And after that, we have discussed Dirichlet conditions, and Dirichlet conditions are function should be single valued, finite, and periodic. So, function should be single valued, finite, and periodic. And second Dirichlet condition is the total number of points of discontinuities in one period is finite. And third Dirichlet condition is if we have maxima and minima, then total number of maxima minima in one interval, in one period is finite. So, when all these Dirichlet conditions are satisfied, then we can develop a Fourier series. If function is infinite, we cannot develop a Fourier series. If function is multi-valued, then we cannot develop a Fourier series. If function is non-periodic, even then we cannot develop a Fourier series. Then we derive the formula when we have one point of discontinuity, and what is the value of the function at the point of discontinuity. So, already we have done all these things in previous two lectures, and today we will discuss change of interval. So, in many engineering problems, the period of the function which required to be expanded is not 2 pi. So, in many engineering problems, the period of the function which required to be expanded is not 2 pi, but some other interval, say 2c. So, in order to develop a Fourier series, of the function of period 2c, this interval, this 2c interval must be converted to the length 2 pi. So, we should convert this period 2c to 2 pi. So, when we convert this period 2c to 2 pi, then we can develop a Fourier series by using Euler's formulae. And this involves only a proportional change in the scale. This involves only a proportional change in the scale. So, let us try to solve these type of problems. How can we develop a Fourier series when interval is not 2 pi? Here, let us suppose that periodic function f(x) is defined in the interval alpha to alpha plus 2c. Now, here interval is 2c. Then change the problem to the period 2 pi. Remember, put z is equal to pi x over c. This means x is equal to Cz over pi. So, to change the problem to period 2 pi, we have to substitute the value of z is equal to pi x over c, which means x is equal to c z over pi. Then what happened when x is equal to alpha? When x is equal to alpha, then z becomes alpha pi over c. Substitute x is equal to alpha here. So, alpha pi over c, and let us suppose that this one is beta. And when x is equal to alpha plus 2c, this final limit, when we put x is equal to alpha plus 2c, in that case z is equal to alpha plus 2c and outside this bracket pi over c, and this can be written as beta plus 2 pi. So, when we substitute z is equal to pi x over c, in that case this function which is defined in the interval alpha to alpha plus 2c, this function converted into the period beta to beta plus 2 pi, just by substituting z is equal to pi x over c. So, thus the function f x of the period 2c in the interval alpha to alpha plus 2c is transformed to the function of z, to the function f c z over pi, f x is c z over pi, right. So, f c z over pi. So, this bracket term is a function of z. So, we can write f z, say, and this f z of period 2 pi, and interval becomes beta to beta plus 2 pi. So, in this way, when we substitute z is equal to pi x over c in the given problem, then this period alpha to alpha plus 2 c converted into beta to beta plus 2 pi, and when interval is 2 pi, then we can develop a Fourier series of this function. So, f c z over pi can be expressed as a Fourier series as usual. F c z over pi can be expressed as a Fourier series, like f c z over pi is equal to a naught over 2, this term as it is, plus summation n 1 to infinity a n cos n z plus summation b n sin n z, because this one is a function of z. So, a n cos n z, b n sin n z, and here the value of a naught is 1 over pi integral beta to beta plus 2 pi function of c z over pi d z. Here function is this. So, function is this, and a n is equal to 1 over pi integral beta to beta plus 2 pi function of c z over pi cos n z d z, cos n z d z, this, and b n is equal to 1 over pi integral alpha to alpha plus 2 pi over pi integral beta to beta plus 2 pi function of c z over pi sin n z d z. Then making the inverse substitution, making the inverse substitution, z is equal to pi x over c. So, z is equal to pi x over c means dz is equal to pi over c dx. So, substitute these two values in 2 and 3, in this 2 and in 3. In this expression 2 and in this expression 3. Then the Fourier expansion of f x in the interval alpha to alpha plus 2c is given by. So, substitute all these values here, we get f x, substitute c z over pi, and that one is x. So, f x is equal to a naught over 2 plus summation a n cos n pi x over c plus summation b n sin n pi x over c. You just substitute the value of z. Z is pi x over c. So, sin n pi x over c, cos n pi x over c. And modified Euler's formula becomes a naught is equal to 1 over c integral alpha to alpha plus 2c f x dx. And a n is equal to 1 over c integral alpha to alpha plus 2c f x cos n pi x over c dx. And b n is equal to 1 over c integral alpha to alpha plus 2c f x sin n pi x over c dx. So, these are the updated version of Euler's formula, when interval is not 2 pi, but interval is 2c. Now, compare both these expressions. So, when interval is alpha to alpha plus 2 pi, then we can develop a Fourier series like this way: f x is equal to a naught over 2 plus summation a n cos n x plus summation b n sin n x. And the values of a naught, a n, b n are evaluated like this. And we have derived all these three formulas in first lecture. Now, let us suppose interval is 2c, alpha to alpha plus 2c. Then Fourier series becomes f x is equal to a naught over 2 plus summation a n cos n pi x over c, this n pi x over c. So, when c is pi, then here pi, this pi cancel, so we get cos n x. So, cos n x plus b n sin n pi x over c. And in these cases, the value of a naught is 1 over c integral alpha to alpha plus 2c f x dx. So, when c is pi, then it becomes 1 over pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi f x dx. And a n is equal to 1 over c integral alpha to alpha plus 2c f x cos n pi x over c dx. And b n is equal to 1 over c integral alpha to alpha plus 2c f x sin n pi x over c dx. So, these are modified formulas for evaluating a naught, a n and b n. Now, let us develop a Fourier series of some functions of period 2c. So, first question is, obtain the Fourier series for f x is equal to pi x, f x is equal to pi x in the interval 0 less than x less than 2. What is the value of c? The value of c is 1, because here interval we have given 0 to 2c, 0 to 2c. So, c is 1. So, develop a Fourier series for this function f x is equal to pi x in the interval 0 less than x less than 2. So, let us define this function like this way. The required Fourier series for the function f x defined in the interval 0 to 2 is in the form pi x, function is pi x, is equal to a naught over 2 plus summation a n cos n pi x over 1. This one is c. Summation b n sin n pi x over c, c is 1. So, calculate a naught. A naught is 1 over c, this 1 over c integral alpha to alpha plus 2c f x dx. So, a naught is 1 over 1 integral 0 to 2 pi x dx, pi x dx. Now, solve this simple integral, you will get the value of a naught is 2 pi. Then calculate a n. A n is 1 over c, c is 1, integral 0 to 2 pi x cos n pi x over c means 1. So, cos n pi x dx. Now, solve this whole integral, simplify step by step, and finally, you will get the value of a n is 0. This means a 1 is 0, a 2 is 0, a 3 is 0 and so on. This means that Fourier series does not contain cosine terms, because a n is equal to 0. Similarly, calculate b n. b n is equal to 1 over 1, 1 over c means 1 over 1 integral 0 to 2 pi x sin n pi x dx. Solve this integral, step by step, and after evaluating these integrals, we obtain Bn is equal to minus 2 over n. So, find at least 3 non-zero terms, so that we can write Fourier series in expanded form. Clear? So, calculate B1. B1 is minus 2 over 1, B2 is minus 2 over 2, B3 is minus 3 over 3, and so on. Okay. Now, substitute all these values, substitute all values of AIs and BIs in one, and we get the required Fourier series. So, when you substitute all these values, we obtain fx is equal to pi minus 2 over 1 sin pi x minus 2 over 2 sin 2 pi x minus 2 over 3 sin 3 pi x, and so on. No cosine term, reason a n is equal to 0. Now, simplify this one, pi plus summation n 1 to infinity minus 2 over n sin n pi x, and after simplification we obtain this required Fourier series. We obtain this required Fourier series. So, in this way we can develop a Fourier series for a function where interval is not 2 pi, but in place of 2 pi interval is given as 2c. Next one is expansion of even and odd function. How can we develop a Fourier series of even and odd functions? So, let us define first what is even function and what is odd function. We have already defined all these definitions in +2. So, a function f(x) is said to be even if f minus x is equal to f(x). For example, cos x, secant x, x square are all even functions, and graphically all these functions, all these even functions is symmetrical about the y axis, is symmetrical about the y axis, and a function f(x) is said to be odd if f minus x is equal to minus f(x). For example, sin x, tan x, x cube are all odd functions, and graphically an odd function is symmetrical about the origin. So, even function is symmetrical about y axis and odd function is symmetrical about the origin. And we shall be using the following properties of definite integrals, and that property is integral minus c to plus c f(x) dx. When f(x) is even, then it becomes 2 times 0 to c f(x) dx, and when f(x) is odd, then it becomes 0. Clear? So, integral minus c to plus c f(x) dx is equal to 2 times 0 to c f(x) dx when f(x) is an even function, and this result is 0 when f(x) is an odd function. Let us try. How can we expand as a Fourier series? How can we develop a Fourier series of even and odd functions? We know that a periodic function f(x) defined in minus c to plus c can be represented by the Fourier series. So, in previous slide we see that we can develop a Fourier series of this function in the interval minus c to plus c like this way: f(x) is equal to a naught over 2 plus summation n 1 to infinity a n cos n pi x over c plus summation n 1 to infinity b n sin n pi x over c. So, we can develop a Fourier series like this way, where a naught is 1 over c integral minus c to c f(x) dx, a n is 1 over c integral minus c to c f(x) cos n pi x over c dx, and b n is equal to 1 over c integral minus c to c f(x) sin n pi x over c dx. Let us suppose case 1, when f(x) is an even function. So, when f(x) is an even function, this means this function is even, this function is even, this function is even, so product is even. This function is even, but this function is odd, so this product is odd. Okay. So by virtue of that property, when fx is an even function, then a naught is 2 times 1 over c 0 to c fx dx. And since cos n pi x over c is an even function and fx is an even function, so this product is even function. So fx cos n pi x over c is also an even function. And when this one is an even function, then an is equal to 2 times 1 over c 0 to c fx cos n pi x over c dx. But bn is equal to 0. Reason is fx is even and sin n pi x over c is odd. Then this product is odd function. And when this product is odd function, then bn is equal to 0. This means that no sine terms. This means that when function is even, then Fourier expansion contains only cosine terms, not sine terms. So hence, if a periodic function fx is even, then Fourier expansion contains only cosine terms. And in that case, the value of a naught is calculated by this formula and the value of an is calculated by this formula, 2 over c 0 to c fx cos n pi x over c dx. Now, let us suppose function is odd. So when function is odd, then obviously a naught is 0, because function is odd. Using that property, we obtain this result is 0. Now, cos n pi x over c is even and function is odd, so this product is odd. And when this product is odd, then this an is equal to 0 by virtue of that property. But sin n pi x over c is odd, function is odd, so this product is even function. This product is even function. And when this one is an even function, then bn is equal to 2 times 1 over c 0 to c fx sin n pi x over c dx. So this means when function is odd, then Fourier expansion contains only sine terms. So thus, if periodic function is odd, then its Fourier expansion contains only sine terms, and that sine terms can be calculated by calculating bn like this way, 2 over c 0 to c fx sin n pi x over c dx. So in this way, you can develop a Fourier series of even and odd functions. So when function is even, then you can write directly bn is equal to 0, and you just calculate a naught and an. And if you know function is odd, then a naught is 0, an is 0, you just calculate bn. And this one is only possible if interval becomes from minus pi to plus pi. If interval is 0 to 2 pi, then we cannot write the function is even or odd. Okay. So when interval becomes minus pi to plus pi, in that case you can write that the given function is even or odd. So let us try this problem. Develop a Fourier series of this function. This one is a very simple example. Fx is equal to x as a Fourier series in the interval minus pi to plus pi, minus pi to plus pi. And this particular problem is also known as sawtooth waveform. We have 6 typical waveforms which are very important in communication engineering. So this one is one of the waveform. So this part is important. This problem itself have importance. And the shape of this problem is, graphical representation is like this way, okay, like this way. So minus pi to pi, minus pi to pi, this one is minus pi and this one is plus pi. So minus pi to plus pi, we have this curve. And since we are going to develop a Fourier series, so function should be periodic. So after same period, after next period, we have this curve, and after that we have this curve, after that we have this curve, like this way. So, we can develop a Fourier series. Now, since f minus x is equal to minus x, this means is equal to minus fx. So, function is odd, and when function is odd, then obviously a naught is 0 and a n is 0. So, you just calculate b n, and the Fourier series in that case is fx is equal to summation n 1 to infinity fx is equal to summation n 1 to infinity b n sin n x. You just evaluate b n. Now, see what happened in Fourier series. We have infinite sign terms. Okay. So, when we consider one term, then we have this type of curve. When we have two terms, we have this type of curve. When we have three terms, we have this type of curve. So, as number of terms increases indefinitely, then it becomes like this way. Then it becomes like this way. So, up to 25 harmonics, it becomes fx is equal to x. This right hand side series is converges to the given function fx is equal to x. This one is a Fourier series. Okay. Like this way. So, this was the geometrical interpretation of this Fourier series, how we can develop a Fourier series. Okay. So, up to 25 harmonics, this animation shows the behavior of this Fourier series. Now, calculate b n. b n is equal to 2 over pi integral 0 to pi fx sin nx dx. But here fx is x. So, integral 0 to pi 2 over pi x sin nx dx. Solve this integral, you will get minus 2 into minus 1 power n divided by n. This minus 1 power n is cos n pi, the general value of cos n pi, and at least calculate 3-4 non-zero terms. So, calculate b1, b2, b3, b4 and so on, and substitute here. We obtain x is equal to minus summation n 1 to infinity b n is 2 minus 1 power n over n, and this minus sign, okay, and sin n x. Substitute 1, 2, 3 and so on, you will get this type of Fourier series. Clear? So, when function is odd, then expansion, Fourier expansion contains only sign terms. One more problem. This problem is also very important. Reason is, this problem is a triangular waveform, and that triangular waveform is defined by this function fx. Fx is equal to 1 plus 2x over pi when x in between minus pi to 0, and 1 minus 2x over pi when x in between 0 to pi, and then develop this expression. Now, x is equal to 0 is the point of discontinuity? No, x is equal to 0 is not a point of discontinuity. Reason is, when x is equal to 0, we have 1, x is equal to 0, we have 1, same value. So, the graph of this problem is like this way, this. So, this waveform is known as triangular waveform. This waveform is known as triangular waveform, and this curve is symmetrical about y axis. So, when this curve is symmetrical about y axis, this means that the given function is even. But how can we prove mathematically? So, since f minus x is equal to 1 minus 2x over pi. So, 1 minus 2x over pi, when x we substitute minus x, and this value in minus pi to 0, this value in minus pi to 0, and this value is nothing but is equal to fx, this fx in 0 to pi. So, f minus x is equal to fx in the interval 0 to pi, f minus x is equal to fx in the interval minus pi to pi. This means fx is even function in minus pi to pi, in minus pi to pi. So, when function is even, then Bn is 0, and we have to evaluate the value of a naught and an. So, this waveform is known as triangular waveform. So, this is also clear from the graph. A dash, B and A is symmetrical about y axis. Okay. So, then we can write Fourier series like this way: fx is equal to a naught over 2 plus summation a n cos n x. You just evaluate a naught and a n. So, when you calculate a naught, 2 over pi integral 0 to pi fx dx. Solve this integral, you will get 0. You will get 0. So, no constant term here. Calculate a n is 2 over pi 0 to pi fx cos nx dx. So, fx is in the interval 0 to pi 1 minus 2x over pi cos nx dx. Solve this integral, we obtain 4 divided by n square pi square within the bracket 1 minus minus 1 power n. Again calculate at least 3/4 non-zero terms. So, a1 is 8 over pi square, a2 is 0, a3 is 8 over 3 square pi square, a4 is 0, a5 is 8 over 5 square pi square, a6 is 0 and so on. Now, substitute all these values in the given Fourier series, given expression of the Fourier series. We obtain fx is equal to 8 over pi square within the bracket cos x over 1 square plus cos 3x over 3 square plus cos 5x over 5 square and so on up to infinity. So, this one is the required Fourier series. Now, second part, reduce this expression, and this expression can be derived by substituting x is equal to 0 here, by substituting x is equal to 0 in the given expression. So, when you substitute x is equal to 0 in this expression, we get 1 is equal to fx is equal to 8 over pi square within the bracket 1 over 1 square plus 1 over 3 square plus 1 over 5 square and so on. So, the value of the function at x is equal to 0 is 1 in both the intervals. Simplify this one, we obtain the required expression. Okay. So, when function is even or odd, even then you can develop a Fourier series in a very simple manner. Next time we will discuss half range series. देखिए अभी तक आपने जो स्टडी किया है उसमें क्या है, जब भी आप Fourier सीरीज डेवलप कर रहे हो तो इंटरवल 2 पाई दे रखा हुआ है, या तो इंटरवल 2 पाई है या इंटरवल 2c है. इट मे बी minus pi to plus pi, it may be 0 to 2 pi, it may be minus c to plus c, or it may be 0 to 2c. But question is, when we have given interval 0 to c or 0 to pi, which is half the period of the given Fourier expansion, then what happened? We have given half range, we have given half period where function is defined. So, when period is half the period of the Fourier expansion, then how can we develop a Fourier series? So, next chapter, next topic is very, very important, and then typical waveforms and Parseval's formula. So, all these type of typical waveforms are very, very important, plays an important role in communication engineering. So, this part is very important, and last topic, Parseval's formula. Thank you very much.